Okay, you're a new teacher and you want to learn how to explicitly teach a routine or procedure. I got you. Today we're going over transitions, but I feel like that's a procedure that can be a little bit difficult for new teachers. It's a little hard to nail down, so let's go over it. First thing is that I think having a core place that you're going to have all of your routines and procedures can be super helpful. For me, that is a slideshow, because I literally copy and pasted these slides and put them into my content slides so that I know how to practice these routines and procedures throughout the entire first month of school, sometimes the second month, sometimes the third month. So I like having them all in a slideshow for me. Today we are practicing transition. So you are my student and I am the teacher, and I'm going to explain it. So first thing is that I'm going to have all my students in their desks, and this is how it's going to start. So, okay class, today we are practicing our routine and procedure of transitions. First off, let's talk about what is a transition. A transition is any time we are going to move from one thing to the next. So maybe it's when I'm passing out papers, maybe it's when I have you get up and get your reading books, maybe it's when we are lining up to go somewhere. It's anytime we are transitioning from one thing to another thing. Who thinks that they know what a transition is? Who can raise their hand and explain what a transition is? First thing is that I want students to understand what is a transition. If they don't recognize what a transition is, how are they going to know that's the expert? Okay, now that we know what a transition is, let's talk about what our bodies should be looking like and what our job is during that transition time. Number one, we need to listen to directions the first time. Does everybody understand why it's important to listen to directions the first time? Yeah, so we don't waste time. Yeah, so that everybody gets it, whatever, right? So we're going to listen to directions the first time. Second thing is that we are going to do our transition silently. If we are getting up out of our desks, we're moving around the classroom, we're going to move silently and we're going to move safely. What does safely look like? Who can show us a non-example of safety? Of a non-example during routines and procedures, because kids think it's hilarious. So I have a kid get up and like stumble around the classroom and like knock on things. Non-example, so fun. Okay, then we're gonna not waste time and we're gonna sit silently waiting for the next direction. So at the end of a transition, instead of turning and chatting because we have a little bit of time and it's fun, we're gonna sit and wait silently for the next direction. What is the very last part of a transition? We're going to sit in silently and wait for the next direction. Perfect. Okay, are we ready to practice? So then I would give my students a transition. Maybe it's I'm passing out papers and they need to get something out of their desk. And so I'm going to pretend that we're doing that, and so I'm going to say, okay, this is our transition where I'm going to pass out these papers and your job is to get X, Y, and Z out of our desk. Who can repeat the directions so that we follow them the first time? Some kid repeats the directions. Okay, perfect. What are we doing with our bodies and our voices during this time? Silent and safe. Okay, and what do we do when we're done with the expectation? We sit silently waiting for the next direction. Perfect. Let's practice. And so we're practicing, oh, I noticed little Johnny's getting out his things. I noticed Cassandra is pointing to her little notebook so that her partner knows that they also need to get their notebook out. Thank you, Cassandra, for doing that silently. I appreciate it. Oh, I noticed that so-and-so is already done with the procedure. They're sitting silently. Thank you so much for doing that. Now, I know that that was a lot, so if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. And if you need a routines and procedures slideshow somewhere to get started, I have this on my Teachers Pay Teachers. It's my back to school routines and procedures.